The mobile and digital revolution in banking has meant that banks need to transform to satisfy more demanding customers and compete with new entrants. Axxiome helps banks innovate and prepare for the future by embracing the challenges and disruptions in the market through new financial technology. This report now from Kate Recorden.
The banking landscape is transforming dramatically. The traditional ways of working, having to adapt and incorporate the digital age. The change is being driven by major developments in technology and subsequent consumer expectation. Axxiome are rolling out a global innovation and advisory agenda, their advanced banking platform providing the necessary technology to support and enable best-in-class business solutions for both established institutions and digital banks.
We're not looking at projects that last years and years. We're trying to bring tools to the table and accelerators to the table that allow them to change and evolve rapidly and then concentrate on their innovation and their sales agendas, which are much more important than constraints of old systems or the costly analysis, regulation, etc.
The demands of regulation are a major challenge, with some banks also dealing with legacy systems up to 40 years old. Axxiome perform the vital work of streamlining processes, allowing more time and resources to build customer base and customer trust in an increasingly competitive climate.
The market pie has not changed its size. There's still a limited amount of products and business to be done, but there's many more players now nibbling around the outside of that. In my experience, the banks have addressed that, they're aware of it. I don't think they're nervous. I don't think they're nervous enough, in my view. I think there's opportunity for the smaller players to come in, be niche players and start eating part of that pie.
We want to reduce the costs and the constraints in running a bank, and that's the big piece that would last for 30 years. Once you free up brains and brain power from a bank, from looking after and operating their core engine, you free them up to start looking at the innovative solutions, the digital engagement and the customer engagement, which is what they should really be doing anyway, so that they themselves build their brand.
Innovation is key. Axxiome is forging partnerships here to explore digital encryption for both verifying multi-million-pound intrabank settlements as well as smaller transactions. This prototype device eliminates the need for cards, using a fingerprint to authenticate ID and a phone app before the vendor can take the money digitally. It will eventually be 50p in size and could be integrated via wearable technology.
It's up to us now as technologists to provide some of the solutions to the vulnerabilities that they never even knew were there. So when the banks want to harness the technology in terms of these massive $100 million transactions and settlements, that's one thing, but we want to provide that same level of assurance and security to the consumer and bring in that military-grade encryption to transactions for £25.
That security is vital as the way we bank changes.
The majority of my banking is online. If I'm honest, I don't remember the last time I've even been to a branch.
Mostly for my everyday transactions, I use mobile internet banking.
I find I haven't got enough time nowadays to be able to go into the bank and do all of that, and having that accessibility on my mobile means I can just go and do it on the go.
Axxiome believe the future holds permanent evolution. The big challenge is getting the right advice.
We genuinely believe we make the bridge between technology and business. So everywhere we've gone, every organisation we've engaged with and every client we've spoken to, we've always been the people bringing the business together with the technology. And that's, I think, the DNA of the company, is trying to bring together business and IT in such a way that everybody benefits. And amazingly, when you do that, projects are shorter, sweeter, less risky, more efficient, more effective. And you get your answers rolled out immediately.